Hi, my name is Haven Austin, and my speech is going to be on social media's effect on mental health. Imagine scrolling through Instagram or TikTok for just 10 minutes and suddenly feeling worse about yourself than you did before. Almost everybody in this room uses social media. This affects nearly all of us directly. I chose this topic because I've seen my friends and classmates struggle with mental health related issues because of social media use. I wanted to understand why. Although social media can offer connections and entertainment, research showed that heavy social media use on platforms is linked to increased levels of anxiety, depression, and negative body image, particularly among teenagers and young adults. In this speech, I will explain how social media contributes to anxiety, then discuss its connection to depression, and finally explore how social media impacts body image. First, let's talk about anxiety. Everyone has the constant need for validation through likes and comments, and that can increase your anxiety levels when you're a user. Everybody has a fear of missing out, or in other words, FOMO, the fear of being left out, or missing experience seen online can contribute to persistent anxiety. From the article Identifying Therapeutic Characteristics of Digital and Social Media Narratives About Suicide and Mixed Method Investigations, it states researchers indicate that more frequent use of social media as well as use of multiple platforms is associated with greater levels of anxiety and depressive symptoms. For example, one commentary found more frequent visits on number one of social media platforms have been linked with greater anxiety among young people. Next, let's talk about depression. The problem with social media is the comparison of self-worth. Overexposure to others' highlights and reels can lead to feeling inadequacy or sadness. Another big factor in social media is cyberbullying or online harassment. Having a negative interaction online can intensify your depressive symptoms and make them way worse than they originally may have been. In a journal called The Examination of Predictive Effect of Attachment Styles and Loneliness Levels on Internet Addiction of University Students, the article states, female users are more likely to mention that they diagnosed with depression than male users. In this study, they've collected a sample of participants that Webro post and assess their depressive symptoms using a depressive symptom screening test and subjects' stress of daily lives. Lastly, another huge part with being a regular user of social media is emotional withdrawal and your sleep schedule. Many of us will stay up late scrolling and engaging online, which causes our sleep quality to reduce. Lastly, let's talk about body image. A lot of people already like to compare themselves to other people, but with social media, it makes it even worse. Especially with the unrealistic beauty standards, platforms will emphasize appearance, but then promote filtered and edited versions of reality to make others feel worse about themselves. Both men and women can develop distorted self-perception by comparing themselves to unrealistic figures online. Many of us chose to compare ourselves with influencers or different celebrities. Many users can begin to internalize harmful beauty standards, which lead to eating disorders or even obsessive fitness habits. This is really damaging to self-worth and mental well-being. In an article, The Perception of Spiking Behaviors and Outcomes, it says both in high school and college, students struggle with many challenges associated with particular periods of life. Environmental pressures, difficult family relationships, and the influence of social media or peer pressure can promote the development of eating disorders. Untreated eating disorders can persist for long periods of time and are associated with poor physical and mental health. To wrap this speech up, I want to end it by saying social media use contributes to growing mental health concerns among young people. It fuels anxiety through constant comparison and the fear of missing out, increases depressive symptoms throughout negative self-evaluation and exposure to online harassment, and promotes unrealistic beauty standards that damage self-esteem and overall well-being. Although social media can be used to connect us to others, heavy and unregulated use can have serious psychological consequences that outweigh its benefits. If not managed responsibly, social media isn't going away. By becoming aware of its impact, you can take control of your mental health rather than allowing the algorithm to control you. Just remember, you are perfect the way you are and you are very loved. So don't let social media control you. If you are struggling, I will input a number at the top of this so that you can reach out for help.